Hello and welcome to another video from oorail. So this locomotive is the new Hornby K1. It's 62027 in BR Lake Crest. Now we just did the quick look video on this, and I was actually in the process of running it in before I filmed the detailed look at the K1. And I was running in fine. I was getting ready to, been running for about 30 minutes or so. I was getting ready to reverse the direction, and just on one of the final passes, probably did maybe 30 or 40 passes of the layout. What happened was the front bogie here came afoul over a set of pico points, and it derailed. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but here the plastic piece in front of the bogie actually broke off. So if I move it over this way slightly, you should be able to see right there that white piece. So it's intact, but it's not anymore. You can see that it's been damaged. So what I'm gonna have to do is have to glue that back on. But you'd think that Hornby here would do maybe a little better job with that plastic. It's very, very thin, and the first time it derailed, you can see here it broke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dab of our trusty Loctite Professional Liquid, cocktail stick, and a set of tweezers, and we'll get that piece of plastic back on there so it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, it's a little disappointing that that it's so flimsy, and that I mean, it didn't even derail seriously. It literally just fell off the track, and it was just a front bogie, and there was nothing around to basically cause that to break like that. So anyway, I'm gonna go and fix that, and we'll show you the end result. But thought I'd point that out, that it's a little bit flimsy, so be careful with it. Alright, so here we have the fixed product. You can see here it's still a little shiny because the glue's still a little bit wet. But it's glued on there. Got it on the first go, so either it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, or I'm just getting used to doing this. This is what I used. Like I said, the Loctite Professional Liquid. What I did was I just kind of held it level, and I pushed the bottle slightly, so as the glue kind of came out, it created a small little bubble, and you use that to touch against the broken section on the actual bogie itself. And then I let that sit there for about 10 seconds, and then I positioned the fragment that was broken in the correct orientation, and then used the tweezers to touch up against the glue, and then it's set in place. And then what I used was a cocktail stick just to kind of move it into and hold it in place for a few seconds to let the glue finish drying. And it seems to do pretty well. Not sure why it was derailing. I guess there does seem to be not quite as much weight on the front of the loco as I would have expected. And what seems to happen is if you go slowly enough through the point work, on some of the point work, this will bounce a little bit. You can see here it's pretty light. So what I might do is try tightening that a little bit. But basically, when you go slow enough through those points, it seems to bounce up and sometimes derail. Most of the time, if the locomotive has enough momentum, it seems to go through, kind of puts itself back on the track a little bit. But this seems to be a bit of a problem with recent Hornby locomotives, with these smaller front bogies, usually the ones that are just the one axle. These don't seem to be quite heavy enough. You can see there's a little bit too much play, so I might try, like I said, tightening that and see what impact that does have on it. It does have sprung buffers, so it's a nice locomotive. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't use that as a deterrent not to buy it, but just be aware that the front end is a little more fragile than I would have expected from Hornby. So that's it for this video. Look out for the next K1 video. We're going to do one in detail. Now I was going to put it out tonight, but unfortunately the gluing here has kind of changed my plans for the weekend a little bit. So I'm going to let this dry and probably let it set for a couple hours before I try continuing running the loco in the opposite direction. So I suspect you probably won't see another K1 video for a day or two, since I can only film this stuff at night. Alright, so that's it, like I said, for this video. We have a few more coming up, so hope you stay tuned for those, and until next time.